two teams have been playing for more than a century in the heartland of America, and today we're going to settle another chapter in this age-old rivalry where there's a brass bull awaiting the victor. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Badgers will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Toss to the outside. Running to Green. Gets it past the marker. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
Just a simple play. Get the speedster on the edge. Get the edge, block it up really well, and then let the running back do the rest. But I do like the finish from the defense. Listen, you gave up a big play. At least hit him as he goes out of bounds. Take a chunk out of him. Make the game physical. Make him pay for that run he just gave to you.
Trying to get the corner. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left, receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. One of the things that makes college football unique, the cool trophy. 72-pound brass bull here, guys.
72-pound brass bull. I'm not sure how they thought of that, but it's kind of cool looking. Bulls are kind of tough. I guess everybody, when you have a good rivalry, Palmer, I guess you need a good trophy to go with it.
Yeah, and I think one of the cool things about the Big Ten is you got all these trophy games, and now we're adding new ones to the mix. I'm all for it, man. Big brass bull on a stand. Good news is both of these teams, Wisconsin and Iowa, they've got a lot of big linemen that can carry that 70-plus pound trophy back to their trophy stand if they win.
And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short.
Get set, get set.
Sends it back in motion. Bully ball on third and short. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. Trying to beat him to the left. Got room to work. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense.
There he goes. Touchdown, Iowa. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Some of the oldest rivalries in the sport come from the Midwest, and the Big Ten and Wisconsin and Iowa have been going at it since 1896, guys.
Yeah, and for years and years and years, regardless of whether you're a fan of Big Ten football or you're not, or these two schools, if you like hard-nosed physical football, 3-yard and cloud of dust, good defense, this is your game, and for over 100 years now, fans have been tuning into that.
Well, and I think the competitive nature of this game, too, like the series is almost tied. It's almost identical records, so it just shows you it's going to be a great game, similar styles, and then bragging rights at the end.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on third down. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Badgers will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Breaks the tackle. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Oh, he's got some space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. They'll do the rest and make big gains.
And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got some room into the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye. They'll try to add another to their lead. The out-of-jail-free call. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, if he's not just staying in the pocket and he takes off, you've got to have bodies flying to the football. And stop worrying about these wide receivers because this guy's dangerous with his legs.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, number 19. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
The Hawkeyes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal coming up. They'll send the back in motion. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Nice move. Creates some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Motion from the wideout. They'll try it over the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on second down. It's complete to the right. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw him after the catch, man. He's got some wheels.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Right on target this time. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together. One possession at a time, try to climb back in this football game.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Bloomberg. Creates a little space. Flying down the left side. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Hawkeye. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is improved, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Right on the money. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
and a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Badgers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got his man. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Sort of getting in touch with their inner James White, Melvin Gordon, or Jonathan Taylor to pick up another first down.
I mean, it's just crazy the list of guys they've had play here in the Wisconsin tradition, and it continues, right? Everybody who's here, you're going to be featured. You're going to get touches. So, hey, recruits, you want to carry the football a lot? Come to Wisconsin.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Badgers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quickly out to the tight end. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Badger! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Coming out with it, it's Singleton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Pulls it in. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Bloomberg. Turning it on. He has the first and still on his feet. The 20. He's at the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Iowa.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Balmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Badgers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to...
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense is a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Badgers will have it 1st and 10. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevel to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot, and you're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots. But it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that it's opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times again.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Toss to the left. And some room to work. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. The toss to the right. Running into the open space. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. There he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Spits it out to the back. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Hawkeye! A great catch and run for 6.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Arizona. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneak in the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And tackled there by the defense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. The throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really...
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed in the loose...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Keeps it on the bootleg. Pulls it in. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Fires to the big fella.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
Got rid of it just in time. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And the Badgers line it up with a 1st and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. This time it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Past the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Iowa! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get, at minimum, tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
Set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
The Badgers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Hauls it in. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Unloads to the right, and his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's vacant. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere, it's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground, jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He wants to change this route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in, it's Jordan. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and short, the power run here. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Complete in the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good.
He lets one fly deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Badgers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Kicking team's got it. Touchdown, Wisconsin. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The pitch to the left. Oh, better look out! Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter, you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll give it to the back. Fighting off the defender. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the direct snap, it's Bloomberg. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
At the 40. Now, fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that.
Turning it on! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
They're going to run it to the right. Finding open areas. Turning on the Jets. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hawkeye! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Iowa has extended its lead as they try to take hold of the Heartland Trophy.
Iowa taking over now in the second half of this game. Offense and on defense, they are imposing their will, David. They want this Heartland Trophy back.
They want to go get it. They want some bragging rights. Both these programs, obviously close to each other, familiar with each other, kind of have the same DNA, but only one team gets bragging rights.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The screen, he can go. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fakes to grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Bulldozes his way through. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa. They built built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Here's the pressure. And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football.
There he goes. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick strike complete.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Let's see what they've got on second down. Military stunt. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the right. Wide out trying to get it in. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1 yard line.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Badgers.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And the extra point is good. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1 yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Spins away from the defender. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to take off. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
tell you what, fourth quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit. Nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ball game when it's really going to matter. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll toss it to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
A designed run for the quarterback. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Sometimes you try to grab the brass ring. Other times you grab the brass bowl. Iowa wins the Heartland Trophy as they take down Wisconsin.